These aren't easy restorations. They're not rare survivors, not turnkey classics, and definitely not cheap because they're perfect. These are project cars people call junk, missing parts, sitting for years, questionable stories, and real problems. Some might be saved, some probably shouldn't, but every one of them is exactly what the seller says it is. Let's get into it. 1. 1972 Ford Torino GT, Crawfordville, Georgia, $2,000. This one has a big story and a lot of missing pieces. Listed as a 1972 Torino GT, the seller claims a built 302 HO, factory air, a 4-speed with a shift kit, and dual Flowmaster exhaust. On paper, that sounds great. Reality check. It's missing the radiator and front control arms, meaning this car is absolutely not rolling under its own power. It also hasn't moved in a long time, and the seller mentions it was stolen at some point, which always raises questions. There's also the movie prop angle, apparently used as a double for years. That might explain why it sat most of its life, but it doesn't magically make it easier to fix. This is a non-drivable project, period. Interesting? Yes. Cheap GT platform? Maybe. But you're bringing a trailer, dollies, and a lot of patience. Two, 1955 Jeep A1 Military, Cumming, Georgia, 1850. This one is more straightforward. A 1955 Jeep A1 military body sitting on a 1965 chassis. The motor has been rebuilt, it runs and drives, and it's listed in good condition. That said, it still needs tires, and mixed-year builds like this are never plug-and-play. This is not a collector-correct restoration candidate. It's a functional vintage Jeep project. For someone who wants a trail rig, farm Jeep, or period-style build without worrying about originality, this one actually makes sense. Still a project, just a more usable one. 3. 1951 Chevrolet Deluxe, Leavenworth, Kansas, 1800. This is a paused restoration, not a mystery car. The seller says the car is complete, VIN and engine included, with extra parts, bumpers, grille, skirts, hubcaps, even an extra driver's door. The catch? The heads are off the engine. That alone tells you the project stalled mid-process. You don't know why it stopped, how long it's been sitting, or what was found when it was torn down. This is the kind of car that looks promising until you realize you're inheriting someone else's unfinished plan. Good starting point, but not a throw gas in it situation. Four, 1975 Chevy long bed square body, Rogers, Arkansas, 1800. This listing is refreshingly honest and a little messy. It's a 75 Chevy long bed square body, not currently running, torn down for head gaskets. The seller claims it might be a crate motor, but also admits that's probably not true. The good, clear title, antique tags, new master cylinder, a lot of new parts already installed, carb, fuel pump, tank, brakes, ignition parts. The bad, the engine is already apart, and it needs to be finished. This is a project for someone who actually plans to wrench, not just clean it up. Still, at this price, it's a solid square body project, not a scam or a fantasy. 5. 1961 Ford Galaxy, Millen, Georgia, 1400. This one lives deep in junk but running territory. The seller says it runs and moves but is far from roadworthy. There's rust, no title, Georgia bill of sale only, and some questionable wheel spacing with Mustang Cobra wheels and spacers. The frame is claimed to be okay, and it does have newer seat upholstery, but let's be clear, this is not a cruiser. This is a yard car that still moves, which is sometimes the most dangerous kind because it feels closer to done than it actually is.
Six, 1952 Buick Special, Dothan, Alabama, $2,000. This one is frustrating in a very classic way. Straight 8 Buick, manual transmission, converted to 12 volts, new carb, ignition parts, brakes, and a good clutch. But it does not run. Turns over fine, no spark, even with new components. The body is described as solid, all trim present. This feels like a car that's very close, but still refuses to cooperate. Great candidate for someone who understands old ignition systems. For everyone else, it's a driveway ornament until you figure it out. Seven, 1973 Datsun 240Z, Kansas City, Kansas, $1,100. This one hurts, but it's honest. Rusty, and not surface rust, floor pans, trunk, and front patching needed. The carbs were stolen by a machine shop and never returned. That alone says a lot. The positives: manual transmission, clean, clear title, plates current, no back fees. This is a real Z project, not a hidden gem. Cheap entry, expensive fix. Exactly the kind of car people argue about nonstop. 8, 1972 Jeepster Commando, Stonewall, Mississippi, $1,500. These don't show up often anymore. A 1972 Jeepster Commando, one of the last years before production ended. AMC 232 inline 6, 3-speed manual, 4x4, Dana 44 rear. The seller doesn't hide it. It's rough. But it's complete, titled, and mechanically interesting. For someone who wants something different from the usual CJ builds, this is a rare platform with real potential. Nine, 1967 Plymouth Fury 3, Jackson, Mississippi, $1,500. Big Mopar, 4 doors, and described simply as complete. That's it. No hype, no promises, no story. Cars like these usually end up as part stoners or cheap cruisers, depending entirely on rust and drivetrain condition. At this price, expectations should stay low, but the platform itself is still appealing to the right buyer. 10, 1963 Chevrolet Biscayne, Cannibalis, North Carolina, $1,000. Closing this list is a car that sounds better than it probably is. A 1963 Chevy Biscayne with factory air and a 283 V8. That alone gets attention. But details are thin, condition is unknown, and at $1,000, this is almost certainly a project or parts car, not a runner. Still, Biscaynes are lightweight, simple, and historically important. Even rough ones never sit long. None of these cars are perfect. Some barely qualify as cars at all. But this is what real project hunting looks like. Missing titles, missing parts, rust, stories that don't always add up. If you enjoy digging through the junk to find potential, stick around. There's always another list, and usually more problems waiting.